Hi Sagittarius, here's your love reading. I've laid out the cards for you. This will resonate with people who have a person in mind, but they're not in communication with them at the moment. That's what I'm getting. So this is a love reading for someone who is waiting for contact from their person. So Sarah Elizabeth, let's clear everything here. There we go. Everything's clear for your questions about this person. So here we go. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands here. And so this is the past. And I'm seeing you as sitting there quite serenely as the Queen of Cups, even though you're the Queen of Wands and you've veered down here. You're very feminine, you're very kind. You was very, very kind with this person who you fell in love with. And you felt some anxiety about the relationship because you didn't know about its longevity. You didn't really think it was going to last, even though the connection and the chemistry was amazing. You are very feminine, which is what they wanted, and you are a sensitive and caring woman, but particularly so with this Knight of Wands. Now again, it doesn't necessarily mean this is his star sign, but the Knight of Wands is showing us what sort of personality he had in this rapport, in this connection with you. He was very charming, he was very self-confident because you allowed him to be, quite shy really behind the scenes, and very passionate about you. But there were changes going on in his life that he was trying to bring about quite energetically and really was determined to do so, but he couldn't. Somehow I get he's younger than you, slightly younger, not an awful lot, but younger. And you were in High Priestess mode. You'd been in that mode for a while as a Sagittarian, and 12 years ago you will have had some sort of relationship. It might have, you will have been in a relationship or met someone, but the planets didn't sustain that relationship. So you had experienced a broken heart, and you've experienced one again, unfortunately, Sagittarians. Sometimes it does happen that some people have more broken hearts than others. That last broken heart, which wasn't with this person, put you in a High Priestess mode. You became the divine feminine. You became someone that knew your worth. You became someone that wanted more. You were not going to settle. You'd had unexplored potential before this time, and it hadn't been evident in that last relationship. You'd been a lot less confident, more subservient, not so outspoken. The breakup did break your heart, but prepared you for this new love. Now this new love came and sat beside you. There wasn't an awful lot of contact, I will say that, from what I'm getting, because that person had either problems because he was already attached, or he worked in a field, or he worked very far away, or he was away a lot because of work, or he was a workaholic. Anyway, due to things in his life he could not cope with you and him, and whatever else was going on, either job pressures, ambitions at work, or another relationship that he wasn't happy with, he turned away. Look at those turned over cups. He let them go. He let them go. He kept some. He felt let down. He felt he let you down. He knew he was betraying you, but he felt a great sadness, as you can see there. Now, I'm really sorry, this is your sort of traditional Tarzan and Jane sort of man or woman. I don't mean it to be, it can be for any gender. It's just the way I'm speaking, because I'm seeing in the cards man, woman, and I'm dealing with it in that way, but it can be the other way around for you and your person. And he sort of had a false sense of security about the life he had. He saw the life he had as one, he based the life he had on materialism, on having everything he wanted because he was a good worker, earned a good wage, and was able to provide, and materialism and things got him through until he connected with you. Those things became less important. But as we said here, he betrayed you or let you down. I can't see a bad argument or breakup. I think you just slowly disconnected from this person, and you ended up in this situation, total stalemate, locked in, blindfolded, really couldn't do anything about it, couldn't say anything about it. You didn't know what to say. You just knew that justice would be done eventually. What kept you going was that loving connection you had between each other, a really good balance in the relationship neither of you had had before. Your relationships had always been off balance, and so had his. But with you two, there was total happiness, no rivalry. Your cups were equal, you were equal, and there was a lot of love and a lot of happiness in that relationship. Now, it could be that the need to move off was due to children, or a teenager, or a young man child, or a young woman child, but possibly the fact that he felt responsible to keep a happy family going, or she felt that responsibility led to you feeling isolated, and hence there were lots of people popping their heads in, as the King of Cups would do, making advances, or you developed a friendship with someone of the opposite sex, whether you're male or female, but no one attracted you like him. That person stayed your person, even though there were suitors, there were people that wanted to be with you. You did not feel able to indulge. Your person, in the meantime, is looking down, look at all his pentacles, he's looking at those and thinking, were they worth it? Were they worth it? Was it worth, I've worked so hard, planned so hard, progressed so hard, got all this, but was it worth it? He's looking at a pile of things, a pile of money, but of course that lost love is something that pained his heart, and hence the Death card is coming along, where he can't forget his Queen of Wands, which is you, or the King of Wands as if you're a male, but he could not forget that, and a reawakening, transformation started to take place, and he realized that he couldn't stay sitting, watching, looking, pretending to be happy. Something had to happen. He had to put things in force. He had to create a new beginning, which is coming to here now. So this is the sort of present here going on. And of course, he's been pushed by the universe. The universe there's blowing its breath, pushing people into place, as it does, especially with eclipses. We've just had the eclipse on the 8th of November, and who's meant to go out of your life would go out by the 8th of November, which was yesterday. And new ventures beckoned and new desires beckoned, and even if he felt he had to give up on the work that paid so much, that kept him away from you, or he had to give up on the other relationship that gave so much sort of material security and family foundations, he was finding the strength to do that because he realized in this process, he or she realized in this process that you can give money up, you can give it away, as you would have to in a divorce settlement or a relationship breakup, and you can make it again. And this is the message he's been having, that a new beginning can bring prosperity and abundance in a different way with a happy heart. And here we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which just shows that with happiness, there's much more to it than just money. Not only do you get financial stability, but, you know, behind every great man is a great woman, blah, blah, blah. And behind every great woman is a great man, or in the same-sex relationship, it's the same. When you're happy, you feel affluent, you're able to move forward. Let's get some messages for Sagittarius, please, about their person. My dog's seen something outside. So let's get some messages for Sagittarius, please, Sarah Elizabeth, about their person and what's happening there now and how they're feeling. Sagittarius, you're still sort of a bit there, although you're pulling yourself out of it. But you're still in that sort of stalemate situation with a blindfold on, not really wanting to look or see anyone else. But let's see, if he comes forwards, are you going to want that? Are you going to say, hi, all is forgiven? Or are you going to be cross? Are you going to be angry about the fact that he's giving you the silent treatment for this long? Or to just think, this might happen again, I can't trust him, I don't know whether I want this, I don't know whether I can have this again, I don't know whether I can risk this again. Okay, can we have 3 cards for Sagittarius? Well, perseverance. He's definitely going to persevere with you. He's not going to let that connection go, because he's become much more mystic, much more spiritual. It wasn't really before you were, and he's caught on to that. And he's sort of had this transformation, as I said, with the Death card, a reawakening, a rebirth. And now he feels that he has got the world at his feet if he has you. So, pardon the he, it could be she or he. But let's see, one more card from these, please, so that we get some more advice for Sagittarius. It's like a little story has unfolded here. For who this resonates with, there is going to be communication, there is going to be contact. The new moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd is the same day that Jupiter goes direct, and Jupiter is your gift maker. It's been there giving you support and gifts, even though it's been retrograde. But on the 23rd, everything's going to change. I do think you're going to get some message, some, and it'll be your birthday month, Sagittarius, some message, some hi, some connection, some sorry. Let's see what's coming up. I'm not getting another one of these, but let's see if we can get one. Can we have a card, please, Elizabeth, from here? Woo! Gosh, lots of cards. Well, he's in a bit of an impasse situation at the moment. He's not really making any moves, although he's thinking about it. Let's take this little pile and see what's coming up here. So, feels a lot of guilt, of course, because he probably didn't tell you that if he was in an association with someone, however unimportant. Feels like he tricked you. You definitely feels he tricked you. Your instincts were good. You probably did question him about it. He was very grateful for what you gave him in terms of love, in terms of a happiness he'd never had before. He was very impartial in the sense that he didn't know. He was trying to balance both. He was trying to have his cake and eat it. He did not know what to do. But since possibly was a bit too complacent also, but since then he started to make a recovery, as have you. So, you know, you've been locked in that position, but you're starting to recover out of that now. You're starting to use your common sense and think, what is there in it for me? I only want it if it's going to bring me. He was a complete workaholic, which really was the case. So that's come up. So it might be that he wasn't in a relationship. He was just married to his work. But that's going to change if he comes forward. If he does come forward, which he is going to come forward, there's going to be a lot of joy. That's for definite, joy. There's going to be massive abundance if you do get together. You are his destiny. He calls you his destiny. He knows it's a date with destiny, and that's why he couldn't get away from it. And he's been on a quest to sort things out so that he could put things right with you. So he's done a lot in the scenes. There's been a lot of praying on both sides for this. There was a lot of grief, a lot of sadness in that breakup. You weren't the only one. He's up there with his, grief on both parts. So lots of grief. He's been the victim of gossip. If he's broken out of another relationship, there we go. He's been the victim of gossip, but he knows his self-worth now. He knows he's worth more than being in an unhappy situation or being a workaholic. You know your self-worth also. Let's take a karma card for you. Let's see what comes up. Oh, by the way, the mini tarot, that was at the bottom, the world. The world is going to be at your feet with this relationship, Sagittarius. Let's see if Sagittarius is going to want this person back. This is your person. You are thinking about him. He is in your heart. You can't get him out. But are you going to say yes to him? Let's take a card, please, Sarah Elizabeth, for some more advice to Sagittarius in this situation. You are half horse, half person, and you're going to be flying through the sky from the 23rd of December. You know, all your Christmases are going to come at once this year. And you know something? This is your year of true love up to the 9th of May. 9th of May. Before the 9th of May, you're going to be in a well-established bond that's going to last a long time. You've not been the luckiest person in relationships, whoever this is resonating with. Right, so the eclipse was in Taurus, funnily enough, so that has made a massive difference to your person. They have realized that they have to believe in this. There's going to be a great cost in getting this, but they have to use the most direct way of doing that. Their resources, they're willing to show that they're showing they're very practical in this, either break with this work or break with another person. And they know that it's going to be very productive for you to get together, so they are willing to see that through. Let's take one of these cards, see what the advice is, or some news about their person for Sagittarius, please. Here we've got a pause. There has been a pause, but it's only been a temporary pause. It's not been a pause of, it's just a pause, literally. Let's see what we got here. Heaven. Heaven's watching over you. If you've got anyone in heaven, you know, that's passed, they're in control. They want you to have your destiny, and you will know instinctively. And you've got a lot of confidence now, Sagittarius. He or she who's coming forwards has got more confidence. They were more shy before, but now they're thinking, damn it, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to go forward and explain, use my powers of persuasion and explain why I behaved in such a crap, rubbish way without any explanation. So this, if it resonates with you, you will have got no explanation. Now it's saying ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded, and that's what's happened to you there. Now you're grounding yourself. You've got a lot more confidence, and when this person comes to speak to you, you're going to be able to communicate fully, and you're going to let your sort of past go, those past hurts, and trust because you have had trust issues, because you've been hurt in the past, and now you're just seeing it as you're letting the past go. Not everyone is like that, and if this person's made such an effort to be with you, it must be real, it must be true. So let's see what else comes up for Sagittarius, please. And your person. This is like a real love story, and many people that have said to you, oh, forget him, he's not there. You're healing. The healer of ages is looking, I don't know whether you're religious or not, the universe, whoever is healing you, they're giving you strength. You have had a really tough time, but as this eclipse season is fading away, you are going to have, look, there's so much connection for you with heaven and spirit, and you are really being protected. This is divinely protected. It's divine timing. It's divinely, it's just a divine association, and it's got the sort of endorsement of heaven. And I think it's all going to be okay this time. And here we've got journey. So he's on a journey towards you. He's on a journey towards you across that bridge. And he's or she is on that bridge, and they're going to come to you at the other side. Now, we don't know how long that's going to take, but it's going to take however long it takes, because it's always at the right time. This person is very strategic. I haven't got his sign yet, but this person is very strategic. He's or she is very strategic in their work, in the way they think. They could almost be an earth sign because of the way their strategy, the way they think things through, the way they were before was all because of common sense. But you know, sometimes the heart just wins over common sense, and also you're worth losing common sense for. This person has realized. See, so attachment, there will be a massive attachment. We've got someone holding a mask there. The mask will now come off. He won't be hiding, or she will not be hiding anything from you. It will be very clear. Let's get some timing on this. We have a Moonology card. Please give us a bit of timing, please, for Sagittarius and their person. Sagittarius and their person, please. Okay, so we've got these to look at. So luck is on your side now. The new moon in Sagittarius the 23rd of November, luck is on your side. Luck is going to start coming through on that new moon. Your hard work is paying off. Not only, I mean, this is a love reading, but you're doing very well on your own front for work, and your hard work is paying off. Your dreams need a practical plan. So I think you will be telling this to your person, that it's got to be quite practical this time, not just all this fantasy stuff. There needs to be more to it than that. You've meditated, you've contemplated, you've manifested, and it's all coming true. Okay, and the answers you need are coming. He will or she will give you the answers you need. A personal issue needs resolution, and it is going to be put completely on the table, and you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, so there's something to do with a Virgo here. I think it could be a Virgo, it could be a Cancer. Let's see. I want to take my Dawn Virtue tarot cards. Can we have 3 cards, please, for Sagittarius and their person? 3 cards for Sagittarius and their person, please. Sagittarius and their person, give us some cards of advice, please, Sarah Elizabeth, some knowledge of what is going to be happening. Here we've got 2 of air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there was no problem. That's what the past was for you. Let's get a present card for you now. A present card for Sagittarius and their person, please. Sarah Elizabeth, and we have a present card. Here we've got the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. Now that's 3 of Earth. I think this person is definitely an Earth sign, very supportive of your work. Definitely could be an Earth sign. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contacts. So he knows you're on the road to success. You've started waking up now. You've started grounding yourself. You've started getting confidence in yourself. Your whole time now is not spent thinking about your person. Even though you do love this person, you're actually making progress. And that's going to be disturbing, because he's going to think, well, you're going to be over him soon if he doesn't move quickly. And when he sees you or comes forward, he's going to realise he has to put a lot on the table to keep you, because you've got quite a lot going on. As I said, with this one, your hard work is paying off. You have put a lot of work in, whilst you've gone into this sort of hermit world, not wanting other people, even though you have many suitors. You've got on with things, you've developed things. Let's get a future card for Sagittarius and their person. So here, okay, so open your eyes to the possibilities. It's a Pisces, could be a water sign, but or you two are going to be at the ocean while you're or near water while you're discussing your renewal, or when he comes forward, you may go near water. You might feel you're going to miss this opportunity. You might feel that you're not able to trust this person, but I think he's going to persevere, because he loves you, and he's going to let you know you are worth it, and he has been wrong and let you down. So let's have a few more cards, please, for Sagittarius, Sarah Elizabeth, to give us advice on this situation. And I think it's understandable you're not going to be welcoming him with open arms and going, yay, thanks for doing me wrong. You're going to be saying, what the hell was all that about? So you know things did not turn out as you hoped. You have since seen the positive in the situation. You haven't cried over spilt milk anymore. And you've sort of thought, okay, if he can put this right, possibly you are willing to give it a go. You're fed up of that stressful life where life was out of balance. You know that this person is a key to your happiness, and the conflict did not make you happy. But here we have, again, near water. So it's either a water sign or an earth sign. And you're going to be near water, a river, a pond, a stream, a lake, the sea. And that relationship is going to develop to a new level. You're going to trust your intuition, and you're going to care for yourself and others and him or her. So you're willing to give that a go. Let's take a few more of my mini tarot to see what else we've got for Sagittarius, please, in terms of this person coming back. These are the messages for Sagittarius today after this eclipse. This is the 9th of November. We've just had the eclipse. The eclipse can be felt for another month to go for some people. It could be felt for a month in advance before. I certainly think your person has been deeply affected by this eclipse. It's made him or her think very deeply about the way forwards, the way they're gonna approach you, and literally realizing they cannot live without you. So life is not really very good without you, as these cards are all indicating stressful, out of balance, health issues. So these are all cards as to how your person is feeling. Look, this is exactly how your person is feeling. They've virtually had a mental breakdown. The 10 of Swords. They've just literally felt suffocated, a failure, a betrayer, and they don't want that anymore. They really do not want to feel like that. Yep, those are all cards about your person. They're going to come forwards. They're going to get off that ground. They're going to get those swords out of their back, and they're going to move forwards. And they're going to say, I'm here, take me, I'm so sorry. And you're going to say, sorry is not enough. I want a proper explanation. I want proper ground plans. Sarah Elizabeth, can we have some more cards about Sagittarius and their person? These cards just so explain the way it's gone and going. It's going to be a beautiful reunion. Right, Sarah Elizabeth, oh, Judgment. Okay, so you're going to be the judge of whether this person is telling you the truth or not. But you have got a complete feeling that it's different now. Your worries, your beliefs are now different. You know that there's been a choice, and you have been the choice, and you're going to consider carefully what's important when this person comes forward. But I think it's going to definitely be a yes, I want you. And it's definitely a Pentacles guy. He's going to be consistent, strong-willed. There's going to be a massive improvement in the way he treats you. Absolutely, absolutely. 3 more cards, please, for Sagittarius and their person, Sarah Elizabeth. 3 more cards. He knows that the dreams need a practical plan this time, that the dreams didn't have a practical plan last time. Yeah, this full moon lunar eclipse has shown him that It can't be a fantasy. It has to be a real successful love story. A few more cards for Sagittarius, please. Sarah Elizabeth, please give advice to Sagittarius regarding their person coming. So here we've got Temperance, which of course is the card of moderation and compromise. There's going to be a lot of compromising. There's going to be a lot of talking. He's going to be the one doing, or she's going to be doing all the compromising as they come forwards to you. And here they are. They're going to come and they might have lost everything, but they're going to work really hard to build it all up again, because they love you and they want you to have security and material gains. But they might have lost it all, but they're going to work really hard in a twosome way. So you're not left. Here you are, the Empress, sitting there, with your nurturing energy. He'll want to marry you. Definitely there's going to be a proposal coming forwards as well. One more card, please, for Sagittarius, Sarah Elizabeth, and then we'll let this go. Maybe an animal. We'll take a spirit animal card after this. Woo! This is so exciting and so deserved. You've gone through a lot waiting for this to happen. It's been quite a while. No communication, no contact, no voice, silence. But it all ended on a beautiful note. It was like they were saying to you, I've not forgotten how special you are. I want it all when this life is over. I want it when this life is over. That's the message I'm getting. So they had to make their present life over to make a new life for you and them. So yeah, that's what they've been working for. I've not forgotten how special you are. I want this when this life is over. Now it could be a life of just workaholicness, working away, or it could be a life of being in a relationship with someone else and they probably didn't tell you. And left silently. But you have not been forgotten at all. Sarah Elizabeth, can we have another card for Sagittarius, please? We can't rush these things because otherwise we won't get the right card. So here we've got success, teamwork. It's going to be an amazing team you make. And I think you're definitely going to say yes. And I think you're going to stick to the goals. You're going to both be in a partnership that's going to be very abundant. If you don't have children, you're going to have children together, or the children you have are going to be very happy in this bond. And there we go. Card at the beginning of the pack, the Lovers. What more do you want, Sagittarius? There we go. The Lovers, your card. Good night. I do hope you have a very lucky Sagittarius new moon on the 23rd, and Jupiter is going to support all that, and that contact is going to be really, really amazing. Leave if it does happen to you, please drop me a comment in the comment box, and please share, like and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and at the moment it's not growing very fast. Thank you very much. Bye bye.